Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. How's life today? I hope you are fine, and please keep your healthy because we are still in a pandemic situations. Doing a good activity, doing regular exercises, and one of the positive activity is by getting lecturing in my class today. Okay, class, in today's material we will continue our material that we have started to begin since last week. As far as you know that last week we all together have studied about noun clauses. In bahasa Indonesia means klausa kata benda. In noun clauses there are three types of noun clauses. One of them has been discussed by us in our class meeting. That is that clauses, and there are still two type of noun clauses. Number two is if or whether clauses. If or whether clauses in bahasa Indonesia means klausa if atau whether. Okay, so in today's material we will finish the discussions of noun clauses. Okay, so please listen to me and watch the video carefully. An if or whether clause is a dependent noun clause that begin with the subordinator whether or if. So if or whether clause is a dependent noun clause that begin with the subordinator whether or if. In bahasa Indonesia, whether or if the meaning is same, apakah, but whether is more formal than if. When you use the subordinate whether, the situations, the context should be formal. But when you use if, it could be less formal. The optional phrase or not, jadi tambahan frase or not, may be added into places with whether and one place with if. Jadi or not bisa ditambahkan di whether itu di dua tempat dan if hanya di satu tempat. Look at the example. The patients wanted to know whether Dr. Chan practices acupuncture. The patients wanted to know we call as independent clause. Kita nyebut dengan klausa yang bisa berdiri sendiri. And where is the dependent clause? Mana dependent clause-nya? Ini dia dependent clause-nya. Whether Dr. Chan practices acupuncture. Why? This clause is dependent clause, because it cannot stand alone. Karena tidak bisa berdiri sendiri. And because of this clause is begin with the subordinator whether, it is called with whether clauses. The second example, the patients wanted to know whether or not. Tadi not bisa diletakkan di dua tempat. Setelahnya whether persis. The whether or not Dr. Chan practices acupuncture. And then the third, the patients wanted to know whether Dr. Chan practices acupuncture or not. Or not will be placed in the end. The fourth, the patient wants to know if Dr. Chen practices acupuncture. Yang kelima, the number 5, the patient wants to know if Dr. Chen practices acupuncture or not. Or not will be placed in the ends. Not if not. Yeah, if you write if not Dr. Chen, that will be false. That the example of if or whether clauses. You should keep that, yeah, whether or if clause, yeah, it is start with yes no questions, yeah. Notice that if or whether clauses are statement, ya, ingat ini adalah statement, not equations, even though they are made from yes or no questions, ya, walaupun mereka dibuat dari yes no questions. Yeah. If or whether clause use statement with order subject plus verb not, yeah, and do not contain do, does, or did. Yeah. Keep in mind that if or whether clause should be in a statement, not in the form of questions. Although, yeah, it is started with the questions. Okay. Look at the examples, questions, yeah. Look at the examples. Is the test easy? Yeah. Is the test easy? This is yes no questions. Why? Because of the answer is if not only yes, yes. If not your yes. Okay, so when you want to change into noun clause, it could be like this. The students want to know. See, ditambahkan dulu, you must add independent clause. If the task is easy, ya, isnya ada di sini. Jika kalian menulis if you write if is the task easy will be wrong. Why? Because of the formula is not in the form of statement. Ya, the best one is the student want to know if the task is easy. Ya, is easy. Okay. Next, does he know the answer? Does he know the answer? This is yes no questions because of the optional answer. If not yes, no. Okay. If you want to change into noun clause, it will be I want to know whether he knows. Yeah, you should erase does. He knows plus s the answer, full stop. Okay, that is very easy. Okay, next I will tell you the last type of noun clause. It is questions clauses, ya, atau klausa pertanyaan. It is different with whether or if clauses. A questions clause, the last type of noun clause, is a dependent noun clause that begin with a subordinator such as who, what, when, where, why, how much, how long, and so on. There are two possible patterns in questions clauses. Yeah, please listen to me and please watch the examples. This is the example. The police do not know who committed the robbery. Yeah, you should pay attention to this sentence. In the first pattern, if the subordinator is, yeah, the subject, yeah, in the first pattern, when you ask, yeah, all the questions asking about subject, the subordinator will be in the subject of the clause. Ya, jika dalam pertanyaannya itu yang ditanyakan adalah subjeknya, maka subordinator yang digunakan adalah akan menjadi subjek dalam klausa tersebut. Ya. The police do not know this is independent clause. And the noun clause is who committed the robbery. Who committed the robbery. Who become subject, yeah, of the clause, and who also become the subordinator. So who will be double functions. Ya, kenapa double functions? Karena kan menanyakan siapa, ya. Jadi siapa, ya. Karena menanyakan siapa, maka tidak boleh ketambahan auxiliary did, ya. That will be false. The second pattern, the subordinator is not the subject of the clause. Subordinatornya bukan menjadi subjek dari klausa tersebut. Artinya bukan menanyakan tentang subjek pertanyaannya. For example, the police do not know when the robbery happened. Yeah. The police do not know is independent clause. Yeah. When is subordinator, the robbery become subject, happened. Yeah. Okay. Please eliminate the word, the auxiliary did. Okay. Notice that the word order in question clauses is in the form of statement order. It is subject plus verbs, not in the questions order, verb plus subject. That will be wrong. So questions clauses do not contain do, does, or did, because they are not questions, even though they begin with a questions word. Okay, so how to change a question into question clause? Yeah, the way is easy. Please change the word order to statement. Rubahlah urutan katanya ke dalam statement, and delete do, does, did if necessary. For example, what time is it? What time is it? Jam berapa sekarang? Ya. Oke, starting with the word what. Jadi diawali dengan kata what, ya. Jadi question clauses itu adalah klausa yang yang subordinatornya adalah who, what, when, where, why, how much, how long, and so on and so on. It will be like this. Please tell me what time it is. Ya. Not what time is it. Kalau masih what time is it, ya bentuknya kan berarti masih dalam questions order. Harusnya berubah menjadi statement order. Jadi what time it is. Okay. Next example. How did the robbers enter the apartments? Yeah, this is the questions. Starting with the word how. It will be like this. The police want to know how, ya. Did-nya karena di sini ada did-nya dihilangkan, ya, dicoret. Ya. How the robber, karena di sini pakainya did past tense, maka verbnya diganti ke dalam verb kedua. How the robber entered the apartment. Ya. Oke, tidak boleh menggunakan did. Kalau di sini masih menggunakan did, berarti salah, ya, karena rumusnya adalah rubah dari questions ke dalam bentuk statements. Okay, that's all my explanations, and if you have any questions, you could ask in the group.